Hi creative friends, this is Soraya and thank you so much for being here. So before I dive right into this particular video, I just wanted to say that I have not been on my regular schedule of posting videos and I'm really sorry for that. I try to kind of put it every single day at a certain time. That way if people are following along, then they can, anticipate when it's going to upload. But for the past, I don't know, I want to say month, there's been a whole bunch of different things going on. The first thing is I'm kind of in a creative, weird space. I get these bursts of creativity and then I get these periods of lulls. The second thing is that where I live, the weather has been so gloomy that I have to wait until I get a good dose of light in order for me to record. And the third thing is for the past week or so, I've been feeling a bit under the weather. So there's all these things that are kind of converging. And I still try to post my videos regularly, but they're just a little bit off kilter. But anyways, what I want to do today in this video is I want to bring together a lot of the different aspects I've been talking about in my past, I don't know, 10 or 15 videos, where, I had playful color, paint a monster, and then focusing on values. So what I have been doing is just experimenting, and I've been, when I showed you guys all these different pages here, I've been just maybe not even intentionally, but it just kind of happens naturally. When you're working on different things, they all kind of come together in ways that you can't anticipate. And I talked about this in another video where, when you work from this video to that video, when you work from this field to that field, this journal to that journal, and you just work in different ways, you do get a cross pollination of ideas, and I actually made a video about that, and that is a great thing. There's no way to anticipate how these things are going to come together. So I've been kind of just, it's just a natural progression of me just using all of these things that I'm focusing on learning. I'm just incorporating them into my work. So basically, this particular pad is one of my daughter's old sketchbook pads or whatever when she was actually really young. So a lot of these lines that you see are her drawings, and I'm just incorporating it because it's a Blick pad, and it's not the greatest pad, honestly. It's like a 90-pound weight, and I prefer like a heavier weight, like 140-pound or even higher than that. But it's fine. It's a great little pad. But like as you can see, these are her marks from when she was like 6 or 7 or whatever. So I'm just kind of incorporating some of whatever was on the page. But over here, what I started doing is just not even I think what I did is first of all, I did the writing, and then I just got out some Prussian blue, and I just kind of very intuitively put my push parts of the face, and then I got out my Stabilo pencil, and then I went over it. So that is a new way of me working as well. I'm just kind of intuitively kind of going, oh, let me grab my my paintbrush here. I'm just kind of on the page that was writing, and then I go, oh, yeah, the eyes, and and then I got my Stabilo. And you can do it either way. You can do your Stabilo first. There's no like right or wrong. But what I am doing now is I am kind of building up my face like a sculpture, and I'm so excited about working like this. So again, there's writing on here. This is my daughter's marks from when she was younger, and I am just going to leave that on there. And what I am going to do is I am going to do what I did in the previous page I just showed you, which is just kind of intuitively like just go, oh, the eyes would be here and blah blah blah. And then I'm going to add some collage, I think. And this way of working is not only exciting, but it's teaching me so much. And I did clean my studio, you guys. So whenever I do that, it's good thing in the long run, but initially I kind of scramble to find what I need because I'm like, hey, when everything was a big mess, I knew where everything was, and now that it's cleaned up, I have no idea what's going on. So yeah. Oh, another thing that I you know what, I think I'm gonna wait to use the bubble wrap. I'm gonna just kind of intuit the face here, but I've really been loving that bubble wrap. It's just a great way to kind of gringe up the whole surface and add like texture and pattern. I just love it. So basically, you know, I'm just gonna bring this up here. There's really just writing and my daughter's marks from when she was younger, so you know, nothing else. And I'm just gonna kind of intuitively kind of figure out like, okay, where do I want the face to go? Like where I think I want to place the face here. And I'm just gonna kind of intuitively, you know, kind of go, okay, that, you know, that could be an eye socket. And so this is kind of like, you know, I'm using the Paint a Monster, I'm using the Playful Color, I'm using my values, so I'm just kind of using like everything, you know, and it's kind of like everything's kind of coming together. And let's see over here. And as you can see, she is indeed a beautiful monster here, and we're glad she's here. You know, we're gonna welcome her in. We're not gonna judge. And it's just like so freeing. Okay, and there we go. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to use my bubble wrap here, and this is just such a delicious way to add some pattern to your paper. And I'm just using my Payne's Gray here, and I'm just gonna make some beautiful patterning. You can also combine two colors, you guys, when you're doing the bubble wrap. Like it's, oh, look at that. Oh my God. I love that. Just look at that. So delicious. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to grab my Stabilo, and I think I'm just going to go with a black Stabilo here. And now I am going to put in my features. You know, they might move. They, you know, this is just a rough kind of a sketch here. But, you know, putting your color in first and just intuiting where things are gonna go is so freeing, as opposed to, you know, having a tight sketch. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of go like so. And just like rough it up, you know, just rough things up a little bit here. And I'm not even gonna worry about the eyes right now. I'm thinking I'm happy with the, like, say if the lips were there, the nose around here, the eyes might be too far up, but that is okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to add some collage. And this is what I mean when I said I'm looking at things like in a sculptural way. And this is kind of a new way of me envisioning things. So basically, let me see here. So I think I'm going to put some here on the forehead. And, you know, things are going to look a bit kind of cringy, but she's a monster, so she can handle it, right? You know, we're just going to just go for it. And I want some of my handmade paper here. So you guys, when I start going down the rabbit hole, I can get kind of obsessed, which is a good thing. I mean, I'm not, you know, I just like when sometimes like it's a little tug of curiosity, and then before I know it, I'm down the rabbit hole, and now I'm like totally obsessed with my paint like a monster, or paint a monster, I should say, and my values and my playful color, and just putting it all together. And now, like, you know, looking at things as if they are kind of like sculpture, and like building things up, and just kind of looking at it in a little bit of a different way. Yeah, it's just so exciting to me. Okay. And I don't want to, you know, add too much color. I just want to kind of add a little bit of color here. Let me see. Just, you know, like over there. Okay, you guys, this looks like really juicy and messy, but you know, that is what I am going for. I'm going for a juicy, messy. I want the energy. I want the juiciness. Okay. Can I bring this up closer? And you know, she is indeed a monster. But that's part of her allure and beauty, and I don't know where this is gonna go. So anyways, you guys, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.